So the geese have been spending a lot of time with the geese, and their message today, which I've been hearing a lot, is that to recognize each other, they come towards me, and at first I thought, maybe it was just all in my head, but I will start chanting, and two of them, I like to call them the scouts. They come, and little by little, we've been getting closer to each other. They'll take a few steps, I'll take a few steps, and they are so in the moment. Well, there's no such thing as moment in their world, but yeah, it's today. One of them lifted his head all the way up and stared at me. We just shared that space together, both of us looking at each other. It was like a greeting. And then after he put his head, or she put his head down, they left. And so the message is that we can all share the same space, and I can never be what we call a geese, but we can meet somewhere and recognize each other, recognize how we're all unique, and also respect the space of each other. So we could respect the space, and so such a respectful kind of thing. It was like, it was just mutually respectful, and I imagine it's the same with most animals and with nature in general. Although if you're coming across a lion and you happen to be hungry, that's a that's a different story. but it's just that's what lions do. So the lion is going to eat something, whatever it is. It doesn't have this idea of vegetarianism or anything like this. So yeah, and so that seems to be one of the dilemmas for humans, and we have all these wars and everything, and like the way that I interact with the geese, how about if we were to be that way with all the various aspects of the self, the one self, in the human form, all of those little aspects that we've put concepts and judgments onto, which I think you and I, in a lot of our discussions, have been about breaking down those barriers. And so let's continue to break down those barriers while also giving space. Yeah, so that's the message from the geese. Space to ourselves and to each other.